Howdy, howdy, and welcome back. This is part two of Black Inventors. As I explained in my first video in part one, I wrote Black and Bronze Inventors because I no longer label myself as a Black person. These are the names and the inventions of other people that I made a scroll of that has made some inventions that I had never heard of or their names. Otis Borkin, the guided missile. Alice H. Parker, the heating furnace. Where would we be without that today? George Carruthers, radiation detector. G.T. Sampson, the clothes dryer. Henry Sampson, cellular car phone. Burridge and Marshman, the typewriter. We have several examples of where two or more people teamed up together to create something. That's something we need to remember to do in these days and times, to work together. Let our egos go and work together to create. There's Paul B. Downing, the mailbox. Frederick M. Jones, the air conditioning unit. W.H. Richardson, the baby buggy. Latimer Nichols, electric lamp. That's Latimer and Nichols. That's a duo again. Sarah Boone, the ironing board. Otis Boykin, artificial heart pacemaker. I think we had his name in the first one. It sounds familiar, maybe because I've just been saying it so much. Charles W. Chappell, long distance flight airplane. Never heard of that. Never heard of any of this stuff. Don N. Ward created compounds to treat hepatitis C. Dr. Shirley Jackson, touch-tone telephone, caller ID, fiber optic cables. Let's move these chips out of the way here. In my way. Okay, are we on Philip? There we are. Philip Emeagwali. And I'm sorry, Mr. Philip, if I didn't pronounce your name right. The world's fastest computer. Mildred and Mary Davidson. These are sisters. One was handicapped, but look what they did. Sanitary belt, which I tried to use those, or rather I did use those when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. They invented a walker and tissue holder. And these ladies are I look up to them. Which one was disabled, and she didn't let that stop her. That's why I've got to remember that. All right. W.B. Purvis. Hand stamp. Where are you? Where are we? Here we go. W.P. Purvis. Purvis. Hand stamp fountain pen. Edmund Berger. Spark plug. Lincoln F. Brown. A bridle bit. Bridle bit, for those folks that don't know, is used in the horses to steer them, guide them. Just because I watched a million cowboy movies, I think I know a little bit about it, which in reality I don't. A.E. and A.A. Jones, caps for bottles. Carrie Holly, innovator of several software engineering techniques, mobile device locators, and presence information. Mark Dean. Can you see that, darlings? I'm sorry. Here we are. Co-inventor, color IBM PC monitor, and gigahertz chip. Lonnie Johnson. He's still alive. He's a young man. He invented the Super Soaker and the Johnson thermoelectric energy converter. And my last one is Emote from Ancient Comet, the stethoscope, which we are still using today. I made these two videos to encourage us to think, and that includes myself. I need to think, learn. Even at my age, I still have dreams. In my booklet and on the website, someone invented a pencil sharpener. It just didn't look like that, but these are the modern day ones. Pencil sharpener. And a guitar, which I plan on uh, learning how to use or learning how to play this year. The other guitars are ones I've made out of paper mache. They don't work. I mean, you can't play them. They're just for artistic. Uh, and I made these before I even knew that someone of our race invented the guitar. Now I have here a hand sanitizer because I was going to use this information in my little cart to set up on the sidewalks to teach the young black and brown children to give them some pride since there's been all these shootings and things like that going on. If this doesn't lift your spirits and make you proud to be a bronze person, then I don't know what to say. That's a stethoscope, and of course, it didn't look like that in ancient times. A baby buggy. Yeah, I'm sure he didn't look like that either when he made it or invented it. Potato chips. I'm sure he didn't look like that either. Didn't come in a bag like this. Those were so good. And that's a no-no food. Dr. Sebi does not recommend we eat those. But every once in a while, I get a hankering for chips. And this is the binder I made for a black and bronze inventors. It is thick. Some of it is duplication, but check that out. That's what I printed, and I didn't print everything. So there's lots of information. And someone invented the dustpan. Again, it didn't look like this back then. This is the modern day look. And as the intellectual Nuben Minkari says, that our people make small practical inventions that everyone can use. And we also make things that are like the airplane that can fly long distance airplane. I never heard of that before. So these are some of the things that we have invented over the years and are still inventing. I made this video to encourage us to be proud of what we are, of who we are. You know, we were the first people here on planet. Did you know that? I learned that from the intellectual Nuben Menkares. He's the leader of the Republic of Mentellect out of Brooklyn, New York. They are just going to be a top-notch group in a few years. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me and watching this video. Stay healthy.